And now from Marvel to Nickelodeon, we got a Good Burger trailer. Keenan and Kel are back 26 years after the last Good Burger film. It seems like they are very much up to the same shenanigans. And while I can't lie, I was incredibly nostalgic watching this. I grew up on Keenan and Kel. I grew up on all that. I grew up on Good Burger, so I cannot lie. I was incredibly nostalgic watching this. But at the same time, I was incredibly conflicted watching this trailer because immediately I'm faced with the question of who is this movie for? Like I said, I'm nostalgic for it. I grew up with these people and I grew up with these characters. So seeing them again is great. And it very much seems like the same type of comedy that is true to these characters and true to the original. So the movie seems very authentic in that way. But at the same time, I'm not the same age I was 26 years ago. So that type of comedy is not necessarily appealing to me anymore. So while I do love these characters, seeing them again is great when they're like in a Saturday Night Live sketch or when the actors all show up on Wild 'N Out. Those, small bites are great, but a whole movie is something different. And in contrast, something like the iCarly revival made sense on paper to me because Carly, the thing, the premise of the show still works, all these years later as you grow up because, and it works even more. iCarly was very much ahead of the time about the YouTube vlogging, content creation thing. And then now that she's older, the same way I'm older, she's dealing with adult things. And I might be able to relate to those things the same way I related to some of the things that we had in the first show. But they still handle it in a lighthearted way. So if I had a preteen or, a 10, 11, 12-year old, we could watch it together and both get some enjoyment out of it. Right. And with Good Burger, all those things don't apply. So cool. It's not necessarily for me and it's not for my theoretical preteen child. It's for the kids of today, right? And that's why you fill it with all of these, influencers like Kai Cenat in the movie. That makes sense. But these kids have no connection to Keenan and Kel. They have no connection to the source material. They have no attachment to it. So I don't know why they would be interested in a movie like that. It's not lost on me that this is a direct to streaming movie. It's coming right to Paramount Plus. And so I could see it as maybe a family movie. Like for me and my kid, sit down and watch it. I get some nostalgia watching Kenan and Kel. My kid gets the silly goofiness that is a Nickelodeon movie, and we just have a good time, and it's something for the family to watch together. I could kind of see it. It's just I don't know if watching Kenan and Kel do this is something I can glean enjoyment of for over an hour. It just seems a lot to me, and it seems exhausting. So we'll have to see. Maybe I've just gotten cynical in my old age and I'm not as fun as I used to be. Are you excited for the Good Burger 2 movie? Or how do you feel about it? How do you feel about Keenan and Kel? And are you going to watch it when it comes out? Let me know and we can get into it. We can discuss it.